What is up, Excursion Nation? This is us descending on Koi Doc Mai in Phuket, Thailand. Definitely one of my favorite dives. Beautiful dive site, humongous island, lots to see, tons of marine life. On this dive, we went about 83 feet deep, and I think we were in there for about 45 minutes. Right off the bat, we got a small little seahorse here. Definitely saw a few of those on the dive. Tons and tons of marine life. You see more when you're closer to the surface because the sunlight is more available, so you can see more, lots more fish to see. But even as you descend to the bottom, there's still tons of marine life. You just got to use your flashlight, and you'll find a lot of cool hidden treasures or whatnot. So this is just us descending. Lots of different schools of fish all over the place, thousands of fish. Here's a little pod of sharks that we found in this rock. Some big eye squirrelfish as well. Pretty cool. With this dive, it was pretty chill, being on such a big island. The current wasn't too bad. Just kind of cruising along the front side. Here's another eel of the island, and just seeing what we can see on that wall. Tons of fish, as you can see, from the bottom to the top, but less visibility as you go deeper. Just bust out that flashlight and you'll see tons. Here's a spiny urchin that I got stuck on my last dive. That wasn't fun. Here's another little seahorse just chilling. Like I said, just going across the front of the island. Is a pretty cool, I think that's the Titan triggerfish. Just such a wide variety of fish that you see. Moorish idols, one of my favorite fish. So many of those. Visibility was about, I say, 20 feet or so. Starts to get cloudy, as you can see. There's a porcupine puffer. That was a big boy. And there's a lot of crevices in the island as well, like this one right here. We found a pair of eels. You can see them hiding out in that little hole. Right next to that sea urchin. Those guys are brave. All right, we're turning around the dive. So we went pretty much to the furthest end on the front of the island from where we dropped in. And this was probably my favorite part, actually, because we start deep and we start coming up as we go back the other way. Looks like we're at about 40 feet or so, just looking at my watch. And since you get more light, you just see more fish. You don't need the flashlight as much. And then you can see the other divers. We're all kind of making our way back. Now we're about to do our safety stop. like I said, I definitely enjoyed this part the most because you could just see so much with that sunlight. It's cool to go down deep, but there's skunk clownfish there. But you know, getting closer to the surface just makes it a lot more entertaining in my opinion. But yeah, definitely like to go deep, but it's cool coming back up as well. And you can see the surf crashing on the island, which was pretty cool. Stirred up the water a lot, but it's just a lot of action up there with all that current. You know, the fish love the current. So you can see we're right up on the island wall. Just teeming with life. So just slowly making our way back up through the little crevices of the island. Thousands and thousands of fish. Definitely recommend this site to all my Excursion Nation divers. If you haven't scuba dove before, this is a great place to go. Current wasn't too crazy, as you can see my man Jack right here, which was my guide with Love Diving, just kind of cruising along. Look at those fish. I mean, thousands of fish. So cool to see. Like I said, this was definitely my favorite dive over in Phuket, Thailand. Koi Doc Mai. There's some divers there on the bottom, making their way up. Looks like we're at about 20 feet. That Apple Watch Ultras is definitely good to see from afar. Nice to have as a backup computer. Almost to the surface right here. Pretty much every group, there was a lot of groups, but everybody went in pairs of 2 from what I can tell. And with the visibility being like 20 feet or so, you can't really see everybody, so that was kind of beneficial. But you can see everyone here. But as you're diving, you know, people kind of spread out. It's such a big island. So you kind of felt like you were on your own, doing your own thing. And getting back to the boat was pretty easy. You just pop up right by the island. It's pretty cool, the top-down view, seeing all the fish. Here we go about the surface. And this was also one of my favorite parts because like when you pop, you jump in, you're focused on getting in the water, getting down. But when you pop out, you're like, you forget how big this island is. Like the video doesn't do it justice. It is humongous. I would say maybe, I could be over exaggerating, but maybe 50 to 100 feet tall out of the water. It is huge. So once again, I appreciate you guys watching, all my Excursion Nation people. We growing, we building. Don't forget to like and subscribe once again, and stay tuned for more Thailand content. I got a few more videos coming out of some adventures, some excursions on Thailand itself, Bangkok, Phuket. So check those videos out, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. God bless.